You ever get that feeling your car is watching you? Like really watching you? Not just recording the road, but keeping tabs on everything you do? Let me tell you, there's a side to the automotive world that most folks would rather keep in the shadows. And tonight, I'm pulling back the curtain. Stick around if you want the truth, because what I'm about to share might just make you look twice at your own dashboard. So, picture this. You're cruising down the highway, windows down, music up, thinking you're in control. But what if I told you there's a hidden reality behind those glossy infotainment screens and high-tech sensors? What if your car, the one sitting in your driveway right now, knows more about you than your best friend? That's not paranoia. That's the uncomfortable fact nobody's telling you. See, modern cars aren't just machines anymore. They're rolling computers, packed with cameras, microphones, GPS trackers, and enough code to make a hacker drool. And every time you start the engine, you're feeding that system a buffet of personal data. Where you go, how fast you drive, even what you say in the privacy of your own cabin. It's like inviting Big Brother along for the ride, except this time, you paid for the privilege. But wait, it gets even darker. Think about Tesla. The golden child of Silicon Valley. There have been real worries, especially overseas, that these cars are more than just electric vehicles. In China, for example, officials have banned Teslas from government compounds, airports, even entire cities during political meetings. Why? Because they're scared those cameras and sensors might be sending sensitive info back to the mothership. Now, Tesla swears up and down that they're not spying, that all data stays local, locked up tight. But if you ask me, the fact that they had to build a whole data center in China just to keep the authorities happy, that doesn't exactly scream nothing to see here. And it's not just Tesla. Every major automaker is in on the data game. Your Ford, your Chevy, your Dodge. They're all collecting info, and most folks have no clue what's really being done with it. The companies say it's all about safety, convenience, better service. But here's the shadow behind the scenes. Once that data leaves your car, it's out of your hands. Who's looking at it? Who's selling it? Who's making decisions about you based on your driving habits? Nobody's giving you straight answers. Honestly, I think this is terrifying.
I grew up believing my car was my sanctuary, a place where I could crank up the tunes, vent about my day, and just be myself. Now I'm not so sure. There's something unsettling about knowing that every move, every word, every stop for fast food could be logged, analyzed, maybe even used against me someday. That just doesn't sit right. And I know some folks see it differently. They'll say, hey, if you've got nothing to hide, what's the problem? But let me ask you this. Would you be cool with your mechanic installing a camera in your living room, or your insurance company tracking your every step just in case you do something unsafe? It's the same principle, just dressed up in shiny new tech. Now, here's where it gets really disturbing. Have you heard about those Sentry modes some cars have? Sounds cool, right? Your car keeps an eye out when you're parked, records anyone who comes too close. But did you know that footage can sometimes be accessed remotely, or worse, hacked? There have been stories, real stories, of hackers breaking into car systems, watching through the cameras, even taking control. It's like something out of a sci-fi movie, except it's happening right now, in our own neighborhoods. And it's not just about privacy. There's a bigger game at play, one that's all about control. The more data these companies collect, the more power they have over you. Ever notice how your insurance rates magically go up after a few hard breaks? Or how your car's software updates sometimes make features disappear unless you pay extra? That's not a coincidence. That's the hidden reality of the connected car era. But wait, it gets even darker. Imagine a future where your car refuses to start because you missed a payment, or where law enforcement can shut down your engine with a click. Sound far-fetched? It's already happening in some places. The technology is there, and the lines between convenience and control are getting blurrier every day. Here's the thing. I'm not saying we should go back to carburetors and crank windows. Tech can be awesome. I love a good backup camera as much as the next guy. But we need to wake up to what's really going on. We need to ask questions, demand answers, and push back when things don't feel right. Because if we don't, we're handing over the keys, not just to our cars, but to our freedom. Think about it. When was the last time you read the fine print on your car's software update? Do you know what you agreed to? Most people just click accept and move on.
But buried in those terms could be permissions to share your data with third parties, to monitor your driving, even to record your conversations. It's like signing a blank check and hoping for the best. And let's not forget about the automakers themselves. They'll tell you it's all for your own good, safer roads, fewer accidents, smarter cities. But behind the marketing, there's a gold rush for data, your data. And once it's out there, there's no getting it back. Now, I get it. Some folks love the tech, love the convenience, and that's fine. But for those of us who value our privacy, who remember what it felt like to be truly alone on the open road, this new reality is a little too close for comfort. It's like finding out your favorite diner's been bugged, or your trusted mechanic's been keeping a secret file on you. It's not just creepy, it's a betrayal. So what do? First, we talk about it. We share our stories, our worries, our suspicions. Have you ever felt like your car was spying on you? Drop a comment below. Ever had a weird experience with your car's tech, like a feature that vanished overnight or a setting you couldn't change no matter what? Let's hear about it. The more we talk, the harder it is for the industry to sweep these issues under the rug. And if you're into these dark automotive truths, stick around. I dig up stuff like this all the time, and trust me, there's always another shadow waiting to be exposed. Subscribe if you want more, share this with someone who needs to know the truth, and remember, just because you can't see the eyes watching doesn't mean they're not there. Honestly, this is the kind of thing that keeps me up at night. The facts show the industry's collecting more data than ever, but I suspect there's something even darker going on, something we're only beginning to understand. So next time you slide behind the wheel, ask yourself, who's really in control? And are you okay with the answer? Because in the end, it's not just about cars. It's about freedom, privacy, and the right to drive without a shadow in your rearview mirror. Stay curious, stay skeptical, and don't let anyone tell you the road ahead is as clear as it seems.